I was with the band at that point in time, and we spoke to the manager and said that we would like to perform here. He goes, no, chalo jao yahan se. Your songs are just like your baby. I've always said that if Pakistan has the talent, then India has the media to project. If you've become famous, you should know how to handle it. So you can do something in the studios, but you cannot fake that in the live concerts. Absolutely. If they're copying me or they want to sing in my style, it's a compliment, right?
I have the superbly talented Pakistani singer Atif Aslam with me in the studios today. You said a very interesting thing about how the sounds of every soil is very different. Yeah. So how different are the sounds from this side of the border and here?
Well, I believe over here you have more trained singers, and the rawness is somehow the other. It's a little missing, which we get it from Lahore or Pakistan or that part of the world.
Yeah. But I also heard that you weren't very happy about doing playback singing at some point in your career, right?
Well, just because they wanted to change my lyrics, and it was an original song. Your songs are just like your baby,
right?
So you don't want to ruin that or something like that. So if there's a minor change or a little change, you don't like that. So at that time, I was just worried about that.
Right.
So
would you say that your music is what you are? Is that what you believe in?
Every now and then, when I speak to my fans or I talk to people about my music, they somehow or the other they relate and they say that you've been a constant part of our lives.
So there's an Atif Aslam song for every stage of a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So, you totally fit in.
So if there's a girl in a relationship, or these guys are going out, but I'll be somewhere there.
Yeah, you're a part of every romantic story. So you got married a couple of years ago, right? To your childhood sweetheart. So how did you serenade her? I'm sure you must have used some song for that. Come on.
Basically, she was never a fan of my music. But
you're kidding me?
Yeah.
And that's why you married her? She wouldn't boost your ego like the rest of the female fans?
That's not the only reason. I saw her, I just liked her right there and then, and I wanted to speak to her.
Yeah.
So it was, at a wedding I saw her and I got to know her through a common friend. Yeah. And that's how we started going out. So I've been going out for the past 7-8 years now.
Wow.
So got married, and plus she's beautiful. So,
wow. Was any song that you dedicate to her, if you had to?
Well, on my wedding night, I did Tera Hone Laga.
Oh, so, awesome. She was singing Float, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I heard about how for your first gig, you were paid like 500 rupees. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I was with the band at that point in time, and we went ahead and spoke to the manager and said that we would like to perform here. He goes, no, chalo jao yahan se. So so we went out and we started singing right over there. So people started gathering and everything. So after like 45 minutes, the same manager came in and said, would you like to perform?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I was saying, dude. So he was like, this is like 12 years ago.
Okay.
So they wanted us to perform there, and my first paycheck was for 500 rupees Pakistani.
Now I wonder how much you would charge for performing at the same place.
Well, I never forget that place.
Right.
जब भी वहाँ से गुजरता हूँ, I really, goosebumps होते हैं कि this is how.
This is from where I started. You can mark that place in your life.
Never forget that manager either.
Yeah. You also said somewhere that it's very difficult being a celebrity in Pakistan because you don't get that kind of media exposure. Could you tell us about that?
I've always said that if Pakistan has the talent, then India has the media to project.
Right,
so,
correct.
Because
the media platform is larger here.
Yeah. So I must have said that.
Yeah. In fact, sometime last year I was reading some performance in Ahmedabad, I guess. Your performance was stopped by a certain political party. Don't such things really make you mad? And you didn't really react to it, being gracious that you are. But didn't it really make you very angry?
Well, not really, because I remember this kind of stuff was happening back in like 2009, where one of the singers pointed out that, he doesn't know how to sing and, why has he come to India and all that. So I thought that, the best reaction to that is that keep quiet, take it easy and relax, because if I'm going to reply, then what's the difference between him and me? It's just to respect the other artists. Right. And I believe that if you've become famous, you should know how to handle it.
Absolutely, yeah. Aren't you more keen to be a part of Bollywood as far as the movies are concerned? There's a very big demand for Pakistani actors.
Yeah. Well, the kind of movie that I've done, it has a social message in there. Right. But yes, I'm not saying that I won't be doing a masala film.
Right.
It has to be very interesting and, it has to have my interest in it.
Right.
So I'm still looking for that.
Yeah.
And, artists from Pakistan, whenever they come here, I feel so proud, I feel nice that they're working here, and especially Fawad Khan when he was here, Ali Zafar for that matter.
Absolutely. He's been here for, he had a very big launch here.
Yeah, indeed. So, I'm really proud of you guys.
Yeah. I was reading some interviews where you said that a lot of singers who kind of imitated your style of singing.
I love it
Yeah.
because, if they're copying me or if they want to sing in my style, it's a compliment, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I like that, and I
But
feel...
shouldn't every singer have their own distinct style?
Yeah, they should, but that becomes very obvious in the live singing.
Right.
So you can do something
Yeah.
in the studios, but
Yeah.
you cannot fake that in the
Yeah.
in the live concerts.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's how I
In
feel.
fact, Arijit, a singer, his voice is very often compared to
Yeah,
yours.
yeah.
And he's in fact gone around saying, I don't sing like him. What do you think about that? Because he kind of faces that all the time, right?
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
I'm sure he does. But I think I like his singing as well. I like his song. One of the compositions is,
Yeah.
I believe he has composed this song, and he has sung it beautifully.
But don't you think the music, given the music scenario today, the real soulful lyrics are really missing?
Yeah, indeed.
I don't know how the music scene is in Pakistan, but at least in India, it's very like rap. It's cool. It's very hip-hop
That's why you
kind
don't
of
see
thing.
me that
Yeah.
often on
Yeah.
the screen or
Yeah.
or my songs, because the lyrical content has to be there. You have to
Yeah.
connect.
Yeah.
So I personally think that lyrics are the most important thing for me, because if someone cannot relate to those lyrics, you can never have a classic song.
We were talking to Shan recently, and he was telling me that every time he goes to a filmmaker now, they all want honey